tell me what you're looking for when you do a property assessment for vector control for rats.
Mainly two things: food and or shelter. You either have one, both, or the other. Sometimes, you're caught in the middle between someone who has shelter and the other neighbor who has food, and you're just a runway. But more often than not, there's something on your property that's attracting the rats as well. The main thing we look for is the food source. That's going to draw the rats initially. They're going to use a shed, a bush, a rock, a pile of wood as harborage, but they're doing that simply because there's food nearby. They will eat natural food sources like apples and berries and things like that, but in order to establish themselves in an area, they're going to need a human source of food that's being put out 365 days a year, as humans do. And the top three here in Multnomah County are bird feeders, backyard compost, not curbside, and pet food being left outside. Chickens would be included in the pet food category.
What's the best way to mitigate it? If you have a rat problem, what do you do?
Well, ideally, you want to identify the food source, and hopefully it's on your property because you are in control of it. And fortunately, if it's 2 doors down, trying to get neighbors to sometimes address a rat issue is difficult. But if you have nice neighbors, then they're going to also take action. But you want to secure or remove it.
And cats, you said, cannot get rid of a rat infestation.
They're not going to get rid of a rat problem. No. There have been a number of feral cat colonies throughout the county over the years. Every single one of them had rats. You would think out of all, types of cats, a feral cat, which are active hunters, would eliminate rats, but they all had rats with them because of the food source humans were putting out. They were putting out excessive cat food, trays of cat food that was feeding both of them. See those little dots on there on the dust?
Yeah.
You can see them, they're like little dots, right?
Yeah.
Those are like pad marks from their paws. So they may have been trying to climb up there, who knows? They may have climbed up there. But as far as inside of here, there's not a lot of fresh compost in here, so I don't think they're really being attracted to this. It's pretty much inedible. With these leaves here, like I said, a long-term problem, they're actually going to cut a path through that. So you see the layer of leaves there, it's nice and dense. It doesn't show any indication of a lot of rats coming and going.